والكرامة.
ونحن رواد الغد سنعيد لهذه الأمة مجدها، وسنحرر الأقصى إن شاء الله، وسنحرر العراق إن شاء الله، وسنحرر بلاد المسلمين التي
بدك تجيبوا فرفور
مين سايب ولا ناس مجرمين؟ ثلاث أندال، ثلاث إرهابية.
احنا أندال، احنا إرهابية فرفور. خد 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 خد.
قد استشهد فرفور وهو يدافع عن أرضه.
It's almost inconceivable.
Yeah, and where's Disney enforcing their copyright and trademark? They didn't release a peep when this happened.
Why do you think that is?
Well, maybe it's too controversial to condemn child abuse against Muslim children. I'm not quite sure.
It really is child abuse, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's brainwashing kids and taking over their minds. And I assume that those kids that are involved in these videos are rewarded as great warriors. You know, and so there's some reinforcement to this brainwashing.
Yes, you know, and the Palestinian Authority, for example, has a policy where they name summer camps and schools after dead terrorists. The Palestinian Authority also has PATV, and guess who provides them with billions of dollars everywhere? The United States government. And we do that without conditioning funding that it doesn't go towards incitement to violence. You could make the argument that Americans are aiding and abetting the murder of innocent Palestinian children by funding the PA.
Yeah. All right. Now we've got a Pakistan video that actually recreates a suicide bombing mission. Really frightening.
Yes, and the Taliban issued a special statement congratulating the people who released that video. You have a serious problem right now in Pakistan where thousands of Muslim children are being kidnapped by the Taliban. They're being educated in madrasas. They're being driven across borders. They're being detonated by remote control. And again, where are human rights organizations? Where's Human Rights Watch?
Why do you think there is this reluctance and resistance to take on radical Islam? There's a few of us that do.
Let me tell you something.
And there's widespread condemnation, and we make the distinction between Islam and radical Islam. But it seems that, you know, there's utter silence with something that contemptible and abusive of children. And I don't understand the silence.
There is nothing Islamophobic about advocating for the human rights of innocent Muslim children. They do not deserve to be taught to kill themselves for the sake of jihad. And turning a blind eye to this phenomenon is only sending the green light to terrorists that they can continue their actions with impunity.
All right, now we have another video here where a Lebanese imam, they're created to influence the hearts and minds of Shiite children and adolescents and radicalize them towards hate and violence. Here it is once again.
أنا بفضل حمل السلاح عن المدرسة طبعا. ليش؟ لأنه بسلاحي بقدر أرد أرض فلسطين، ولما أرد أرض فلسطين بقدر أتعلم. إذا تعلمت وما حملت السلاح مش راح أقدر إنه راح أخسر شغلي. لا، بفضل إنه أحمل سلاحي لأكسب الشغلتين. الفرق بين المدرسة إنه المدرسة ما بيعلمونا كيف إنه بكرة كيف بدنا نروح نحرر فلسطين وهيك. بيعلمونا إنه كتب وهيك بس.
What are they, you know, they are preparing these kids to sacrifice their entire lives by having indoctrinated them that virgins await them in heaven and all of this nonsense. And parents, I've seen in interviews, when their children do things like this, they couldn't be prouder.
Right, you know, and Hezbollah also runs the Imam Mahdi Scouts. They have over 42,000 children. They are teaching them how to become child soldiers. They've bragged that 120 of their children have died as suicide bombers and as soldiers working with Hezbollah. But make no mistake, this isn't just limited to the Islamic world. Satellite companies like Noorsat, Arabsat, and Eutelsat, which is French-based, have been broadcasting the same hate propaganda. Right now, iTunes is carrying an app called Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise is a children's choir that sings songs like When We Die as Martyrs. These are easily accessible here in the West as well.
A chilling report. We really appreciate you being with us. Thank you.
Thank you for the exposure.
And still ahead, imagine having the government tell